Okay, so with this rune competition, what you can do is set up a bot so that you're trading when you go to bed and things like that. Okay, so I thought I'd show you how to set up a bot. Now, because we've got this rune competition, I'll set up a rune bot. So if you go to 3Commas, if you haven't got an account on 3Commas already, if you if you look on the links below, you'll see an account for 3Commas. I think that gives you some 10% off or something. But to be honest with you, you don't have to spend anything. I've got a free plan here. Okay, so I can upgrade it if I want. But this free plan allows you to set up one DCA bot, okay, dollar cost average bot. And you can go long on it or short on it, whatever. Okay, so you can set up one bot. Okay, a live bot, that is. You can set up more bots and not have them running. So you can have one live bot running at a time for free. So let's just do that there. So I click on that and I get rid of that. Let's just go for advanced. It's much easier. Okay, so you get this kind of screen. And I'd give it a name. So what I do is put in the RUNE BUSD long. Okay, so I do the trading pair, so I describe what it is, and then I say whether it's a long bot or a short bot. Sometimes I'll put in some extra things like what the base, the initial amount purchase is. Okay, so I might do that. So for now, I'll just put in RUNE BUSD long bot. Its exchange is Binance single pair. Okay, and here you go down here and click on this. Sometimes there's a bit of trouble sometimes. Why can't I? Whoop. Come on, boy. There we go. So RUNE BUSD. So make sure you do that. So there's no point in putting RUNE BUSD up here if you choose a different pair. Okay, so this is the important bit. So strategy, long or short. Okay, so short would be if you've got a load of RUNE already. Okay, and you want to sort of sell it on the way up. Okay, we're going to go long. Okay, now profit currency, you either take it in BUSD or you can actually take profits in RUNE if you want to. So I'm going to take the profits in BUSD. Base order size, I'm going to keep that to the lowest one and make it a limit order. Okay, with limit orders, you have no fees in general, although that isn't true. Okay, the first order tends to pay. You have to pay fees usually. Okay, but on 10 BUSD, it's not going to be much. So make sure you have some BNB in your spot wallet, and make sure you click the little green 25% off. Okay, if you know what I mean, it's a little slider that instead of paying 0.1% fees, you'll pay 0.075% fees. Okay. Now, deal start conditions, you can add some conditions if you want to, but, you know, so you can add more. So for instance, like this, you can add all these conditions, and you can even sort of, if I type in here, okay, you can do this. So for instance, it'll only start when all of these conditions are met. So when you put cumulative, it means the bot won't start unless all of these are good. So unless all of these signals say buy at 1 minute, buy at 5 minutes, 15 minutes, an hour, 4 hours, etc., etc. But I'm going to turn them all off. I'm just going to have trading all the time, basically. Open new trade as soon as possible, actually. So open. Don't know what it says that. What won't open new trades automatically? I do want it to open trades automatically. There we go. That's the one I want. So basically, as soon as it's closed the trade, it's going to open a new one, and that's fine. Or is it? No, I'm just worried about wash trades, actually. Sometimes it'll open it at the same price. Okay. Right, target profit anyway. We want to put this at the absolute lowest because, so there must be greater than or equal to 0.05. So we're going to do that, okay? Because we're not bothered about that. We're just bothered about volume. Take profit, percentage from total volume, okay? So we'll do that. Trailing, we're not going to bother with that. Stop loss, you don't bother with that. Safety orders, okay, safety order size. So this is something that we do want to do. We want to have a decent volume. So let's say we put it at 70, let's say. Okay. Now, price deviation to open from safety orders from initial order. Okay, we can mess about with these later. Maximum safety order counts. Safety order. Max active safety orders count. This is the amount of safety orders the bot is allowed to place. Okay. Using high numbers of set can be useful if you experience insufficient funds. Okay. We only want one actually. Maximum safety orders count, so that's going to be like 20, let's say, I think. Now you notice here the maximum amount for bot usage. Okay. Maximum safety order price deviation, so 20%. So in other words, once it's gone 20% away from kind of the starting value, you're kind of out of it. All right, so you're not going to do any trades past that. You'll have used up all the money. So here I've got 3,400 for the bot to use, so I can mess about with this. Percentage of total balance to be used by the bot is 41%. So as long as it's less than 100%, it should be okay, kind of thing. So I can put up, for instance, the maximum safety orders to say 30, and the BUSD goes up, and also the maximum price deviation goes up. And you can do other things. Safety order step scale, so you can change these figures around. So let's say if I put 2, you'll notice it goes over 100% now. Okay, 0.98. Let's try that. Okay, it goes less than the percentage now. So changing these figures about basically loads up the amounts in different ways. And you've got a little chart. So if I have a little chart, you can see various things it'll change as you change things around. It's not doing anything. Let's just change this to this. There we go. So if you you can see the way it affects things. Okay, so these are all like the safety orders. You can see all these dots. That's like 30, so I can reduce it down to say 15, say. Okay. And if we go back to the assistant there, you can see how that changes things. Change this figure around. Okay. You can see how it kind of loads things up different ways. Okay. So if we have a look here, the safety order volume scale is used to multiply the amount of funds used by the last safety order that was created. So using a larger amount of funds for safety orders allows your bot to be more aggressive at dollar cost averaging the price of the asset being traded. Okay, so it can be like a fraction of what you're doing on the last trade kind of thing. Okay, so what you kind of want to do a lot of the time is you want to use up as much as the balance as possible. Okay, while getting a decent amount of deviation here. If this is a small deviation like 2%, then basically as soon as RUNE moves 2%, it's your bot's not really working for you anymore. So you want to try and cover about a potential, say, 30% gain, let's say. Okay, so if we go to like 25 safety orders, okay, and then we change this around a little bit. Okay, that's too much. 3,600. So you can see this figure here, I'm actually using now more. That's what I want to do. So this is the figure that's gonna have a good impact. 3,300. So now we're getting close to that. We're also getting to 100%. We don't really want that. Let's have it as 1. Okay, so 30%. Price differential. Enter the percentage difference in price to create the first safety order. All safety orders are carried from the price of the initial base order. Okay, price. So actually we want this lower, I think. So we want it to trade closer to the, so it doesn't have to move that much, basically. That's what you, if it has to move a lot to complete an order, then it's kind of too far away. Let's put this up to 80, see how that changes things. See, now it's over, you see. Bring it back down to 70. Okay, so that's within that. So something like that, okay, that could be a half decent bot setup. So if you're going long on it, what that means is you can get stuck with the bags. So if it drops in price, and it goes out of the 24%. So if it goes down 24%, you'll be stuck with some RUNE bags. Okay, so as long as it goes back up again, it'll buy or it'll sell, should I say, it'll sell your RUNE bags at the profit that you've wanted. Okay, and also you can do it the opposite way. You can short it. Okay, so you do the opposite. Shorting is basically the opposite of longing. Okay, but you need RUNE to do that. Here we just need BUSD. Okay, so if I set that going at the smallest profit, then hopefully it'll get some trades done. Okay, so I don't have to keep looking at it, and I'm getting some trades done. So what you could do is you could do some manual trading. You could set up a bot, and then you could do some manual trading. So maybe you do some manual trading, you might turn the bot off. Okay, and then you could use your BUSD from that, or you have two separate pots of money if you want to do that. So it's entirely up to you what you want to do. So let's create the bot on that one anyway. Let's do that. So creating a RUNE 3Commas bot for the trading competition. Bot is turned on. Right, new trade as soon as possible. Let's just have a look at the thing. So it's actually coming down, so that's good. So I'll do that. New trade as soon as possible. Start deal. Okay, and then you start. Now here we go. So there we go. We've got information now what it's done. And here we go. The RUNE. You can see it. So it's bought some. And now it wants to sell some at 2.264. Whoa, that came down quick. So now it's starting up again. So as you can see, $10 isn't a great amount. Okay, but it's doing automatically and you're getting profits on it. It does seem a long way away, I've got to say. I would have thought I'd been closer to profits. Some of these deals are going to take a while to do this, I think. Anyway, see how that goes anyway.